Howdy, YouTube. A great philosopher once said, "It's peanut butter jelly time." And indeed it is. If you like peanut butter and jelly, damn it. Oh. Howdy, YouTube. A great philosopher once said, "It's peanut butter jelly time." And it is. If you like peanut butter and jelly, and you like soup, we're going to make some peanut butter and jelly soup. Watch and learn. The weapons of our warfare are going to be bread. We're going to make croutons out of this. Peanut butter and jelly. Bacon. And milk. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. So, let's do it. As I've mentioned before, rather than cooking up a ton of bacon strips and then trying to crumble them up, just cut the bacon beforehand into your bits, add them to the pan, and you are good to go. Do you think that's enough?
I do.
Okay.
You also neglected a really important part of the process.
What was that?
Driving Thor insane with your bacon.
Oh, he's going insane. He's
Look at him.
right here, like, sniffing away.
Eyes glowing and everything.
You know, and I gotta say, my only concern with our choice this episode is we went with maple bacon instead of regular bacon. Because I want something salty and savory to counter the amount of sweetness we're going to put in with the jelly and the peanut butter. But I thought maple bacon, and Rebecca agreed that it would, you know, it would complement it a little better. Although maple bacon is very powerful in and of itself, so only trying it out will tell the result. And I'll get this one of these days. Alright, whatever. Into the pan with you. We're going to cook this up. We're going to degrease it. And we're going to add our other ingredients. Yeah, I think that's just the right amount. Status update. Here's what we got going on. I'm going to cut this bread to little crouton-sized slices. It's just regular wheat bread. Store brand. Rebecca's cooking up the bacon. And the bread is going to go in here with a giant glob of butter. And we're basically frying squares of bread. And those will be our croutons. I think it'll work out nicely. Here's our bread cut up. Ideally, you want to use stale bread because it would be a little crisper, but this will work out just fine, I think. Alright, so we've got our inordinate amount of butter in here. We just added the croutons, the raw croutons in. So I'm hoping these fry up and crisp up pretty quick. I don't know. I've never fried bread before. We'll see.
I think you're doing great. Well, in the world of grilling pieces of bread and frying up bacon, there's the overdepressed Thor.
Why am I not part of this, man?
Overdepressed indeed.
Yeah. Well, the bacon was done pretty quick. The bread's taking a while to fry. I'm just gonna assume it's because of the stupid amount of butter that was in there. Whoop. And the fact that it's fresh bread, not stale bread. So I'm just gonna kind of leave it for a second. Hopefully it starts cooking a little more. We'll see. Why?
Well, because if you put bread in soggy matter and then cook it really slowly, it just stays soggy.
No, frying works.
Soggy, 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 soggy.
I saw an internet video about it.
Clearly he's backing you up and not me, so whatever.
You're not allowed in here.
All I'm saying is that I used to take bagel chunks and dice them up all nice and tiny and sprinkle them with some and throw them in a broiler for 5 minutes and then your croutons would be done, but no, here we are.
I think it's better this way the more love you put into the dish, the more love you're going to get out of it.
Sure. Tell me now.
So we've got some crisping here. It's taking a long time, but it's true. Rebecca was probably right. We should have broiled these.
Or bake them.
Well, you don't have baking capability, so broiling is...
Because I don't cook and my oven only works half-assed, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's starting to go. Yeah. Well, we've finished frying the croutons. They're ready. We finished frying the bacon. It's degreasing. Now, for the fun part. I chose chunky peanut butter for this because I want some texture enjoyment with the... This is going to take some effort. I'm pretty much just putting an entire jar of each in this saucepan. There's the peanut butter. Now for the jelly. Note, I still have various butter spreads left over from the gutter butter sandwich episode I did. I didn't think to use any of them in here because, you know. Alright, see what we got here? Got a nice mix of peanut butter jelly. We're going to put this on a simmer and we're going to get it liquefied. We're going to add some milk here pretty soon too. Okay, and it's pretty liquidy now, so we're going to add a little milk just to see if we can get it more soup consistency. When the heat hits the milk and gets it boiling, it'll start to break up the remaining, I don't know, stuff. And we'll get an ideal, like, I want to say chowder consistency. Maybe peanut butter and jelly chowder would be a better name for this episode. So I think that's the consistency I want to go for. Okay, it's a little warmer than room temperature now. So now we're going to add the bacon bits and let it heat up the rest of the way. And at this point, once it's piping hot, it'll be ready to serve. That's a lot of bacon bits.
So excited.
Which is not a problem at all.
Never a problem.
Alright, so we're tasting as we go, as every good cook should do. And what we're finding is it's still very concentrated, so I added another splash of milk, but also to help the bacon counteract the sweetness, I'm going to add just a pinch of salt here, just to give it that savory flavor. Not too much, that should be plenty. And that should give us a nice contrast of flavors where it's not like you're tasting just straight diabetes. So in a few minutes, I think we're just about ready to serve. Okay, time to serve. And the only real way to serve this is called glooping, where you just kind of gloop it into the bowl. This is not a real word, but it's a real word in my vocabulary. And for the garnish, we have our pre-prepared croutons. If you were to put these in during the cooking process, they'd get mushy and gross. If you put them on afterwards, they retain the dryness, and you can mix them in to your desired level of moisturization.
That's not.
It's time to win.
It's not giving me a moment to mentally prepare myself for this at all.
There is no mental preparation. It's like a cold shower. You just jump in. Cold showers are good for you.
Yeah.
I'll address that in another
right
episode.
Up there with the apple cider vinegar.
Mmm.
So it's outrageously sweet.
Don't.
But it's like still really good.
Should we add salt to it?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
Any more salt would ruin.
Did you get any bacon in that bite?
No. That's why we're staying tuned for the second bite.
Okay.
Bacon totally serves its purpose here.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So we need more homogeny with the bacon coverage.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Get me.
Okay.
I think this is going to be really sweet, but we'll see.
Diabetes.
Yeah, diabetes.
Told you.
That is...
I feel like bizarre is the only way to explain it.
I was worried we used too much bacon. In fact, I don't think we used enough bacon. No, I don't think so. I think the bacon definitely provides the savory counter to the sweetness of the peanut butter and jelly. But, I mean, if you were going to either eat a straight peanut butter and jelly sandwich that's just totally sweet, or have this, which is also sweet but has that salty, counter to it, I'd go with this. You agree?
Agreed.
All right. Well.
Do you agree, Thor?
I know.
He totally agrees. That's my man.
Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.